Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mad Church Disease podcast. It's so good to have you guys all with me tonight. I hope you guys can hear me well. I hope I can be heard well. And I am in the place to be. And we are going to most certainly have a interesting conversation on tonight. I'm going to take my time tonight because, to be frankly honest with you, I didn't have a whole lot to talk about, but I got some things to talk about. And I'm pretty sure over the next couple of days, I'll be talking about the turncoat, Dr. Scrotum Sniffer. Apparently, he is going after Bishop. He's going after Bernard Jordan. I don't consider him a bishop, but I was just in St. James's chat, and they seem to be having a kerfuffle over there because apparently I guess Larry said some very disparaging things. Now, some of you did send me an email. If you've emailed me over the last couple of days and I have not responded, trust me, I will be responding within the next day or so. I'm going to probably be up late tonight until about 11 o'clock responding to emails and so forth. So thank y'all so much for reaching out. And so, yes, if this is the first time you're here on the Mad Church Disease channel, this is a channel where we discuss various trending topics. We also discuss church related issues. If you're someone who likes to have adult conversations about various topics and subjects, then you're going to most certainly love this channel. So please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. We are currently on our way to 18,000 subscribers. I would appreciate it if you would go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And for those of you that are watching, please make sure that you hit the like button. And also, can you do me a favor and share this broadcast on your social media? It would be very beneficial and very helpful for us if you were able to do that. I really do appreciate it, and I'm so very grateful. I got a lot of stuff to just talk about just in the fly, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. So yeah, but shout out to all of you that are in the chat. Let me just go through all of my preliminary things that we like to do to start us off on the show. Listen, if you would like to be notified when we're going live, you can sign up for the newsletter, and that information will be in the link to description that's in the description of this video if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook. Or if you would like to sign up for our text community, you can also get there by following the link that is also there, and you can sign up to receive a text message anytime that we are going live. And we're going to actually start using that service on next week. So I appreciate all of you for your support for that. So we might even start using it by the end of the week. That will be available. And so I'm going to, hey, K Rich, I'm going to be reaching out to all of you guys and asking you guys to sign up for the text service when we get everything finally set up and we know that we're running. I will be asking you guys to do that here shortly. All right. So thank you guys for all of your support. So sign up for the newsletter. That'll keep you up to date on all of the things Mad Church Disease. Now, let me also say, if you are a supporter of the Mad Church Disease channel, please make sure that you do support the channel tonight. I have not been on, of course, in, I don't know, 3-4 days. I was trying to keep everything alive with YouTube shorts, trying to make sure that I did put out some content. So we did have some content out there. So I need for all of you to support the program tonight. If you can support the show, I need at least 10 of you guys tonight to do at least $10. Doesn't take a rocket science to figure out what the number is. That will help us to keep our goal and to make sure that we are paying all the bills. The Streamyard, $44, $500 and something dollars, almost $600 a year just for Streamyard, because people were having a difficult time with the other program that I was using. So I went ahead and made the investment into Streamyard. So I need for you guys to support the channel, and I would really appreciate it. I can't believe Streamyard costs that much. Do you guys know I've been doing social media work for, oh my God, since 2007. I've been on this here YouTube. You all listen to me. I cannot believe StreamYard is charging $44 a month for the lowest plan that they have. I believe it is. That is crazy to me. I don't even know. And I understand they got to work their servers and all kinds of stuff, because there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes in order for this stuff to work properly. But then sometimes this stuff don't even work properly. As a matter of fact, no, OBS Studio, Kimberly, is a mess too. because I used to use that as well. Hold on one second, because y'all just reminded me I need to plug this in. All right, because if I didn't plug that in, this stuff is gonna probably freeze and start working a little funny and having a little funny daddy stuff going on. Yeah, OBS is a whole mess. Now, let me just say, Kimberly, this is what I do. I know some people do use OBS, but it depends on your streaming system and how fast your internet connection is. So it just depends, but I love OBS too. This is what I do for a living, Kim. Y'all, I know about all the streaming. Ecamm is what I do. It's just what I do. I choose to use Streamyard because Streamyard is one of the easiest platforms to use, and it's easy for all of your followers and people who are coming to the platform to use, so it makes it relatively easy, okay? So yeah, I'm fully aware of that, but I appreciate every single one of you, so please make sure that you guys support the program tonight. Periodically, I will remind you guys, and I'm going to pull that up just so that I can make sure the Cash App information is on the screen for you. So y'all make sure y'all use that, and that will be beneficial for us. Yeah, Ecamm is expensive too. Listen, T. Davis, you think you're going to get away with not paying these people nowadays? Everybody's trying to get rich off of these recurring billings, all of this recurring billing every month. Now, I get it, especially if you're putting out, if you're a content creator and you're putting out consistent content, but Lord, I wish I could tell y'all, y'all need to understand something. A lot of this stuff is a whole mess, but that's a whole nother matter. That's for a private live and a private chat. I can't even go into that right now. But thank you in advance for those of you that are going to be supporting the program. I thank you. All right, guys. So let me just first of all tell you, please make sure that you're watching the community page and the post page, because I'm going to be updating you guys on our book club. You guys know we're going to be going through Reimagining Church by Frank Viola. If you are not a member of this channel, you may not know that I interviewed Frank Viola. There is a interview somewhere on this channel in the membership area where we interviewed Frank, and you can go and listen to that if you're a member of the channel. Listen, guys, you can become a member of this channel. I believe it's $4.99 a month. It might be $2.99. I don't forgot now. But it's very inexpensive. And the reason why it's inexpensive, number one, is because I didn't want to put you out of having to pay a whole bunch of money with all of the stuff that we have to pay every month. I didn't want to make it hard, but it helps to sustain the channel. So I'm on a race to get at least 100 to 200 people supporting this channel with $4.99. You do the math with that. That's about $400 a month to help sustain this channel. It will help me not have to ask for 10 people to support the channel every time we go live, but I am definitely going to be ramping up our requests for people to join the membership, and I'm going to be trying to provide you guys with some more membership content that's exclusive to just you guys. If you have not purchased this book and you would like to be a part of that, we're going to be going through this book in our private chat. And we're going to be actually discussing it and having some dialogue about it. So you can, of course, get this from Amazon.com. And that way you can come in and join the conversation. Because even though I'm removed from the institutional church, it doesn't mean that I am not a part of the body of Christ. And there are certain things that I definitely think we as an organization and as a church, we need to start reimagining and looking at some different things. So pay attention to your to the community wall, because those things are going to be posted on there and keep you guys updated on all of that. So I appreciate every single one of you for being here. So thank y'all so very much, because I realize that you can choose to be anywhere and you choose to come over here and support the Mad Church Disease channel. And I thoroughly appreciate you and thank you for that. All right, so let's talk a little bit. This might be a little bit more relaxed than some of you might expect from me. But first of all, I will be giving commentary to Dr. Dingleberry's commentary about Bishop Jordan. I'll probably get to that later in the week, maybe on Wednesday or Thursday, because I really want to sit and listen. And y'all know it takes me a long time to listen to Larry. Let me tell you something. When it comes to listening to Larry Reed live, it takes me forever. I got to stop and take a break. I got to go downstairs and drink something. I mean, I have to have a whole break when it comes to Larry. And who's surprised that Larry is turning up against Bishop Jordan from what I'm hearing? I'm not surprised. Larry turns against every person. Larry turns against all of his people. Just think about it. You've been around long enough, so don't be surprised. If this surprises you, shame on you for being surprised. That's all I'm saying. Shame on you for being surprised. You shouldn't even be surprised. But I can't really speak on it right now from an educated place. There are some of you that did send me some stuff. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't go and listen and go through all of that. I was trying to listen to St. James before I came live, and St. James was going ham. He was like, now, why would you try to ruin the man's reputation? I mean, he's going ham. But you guys know, I know that we go through the history. I'm not new to it. I'm true to it. So I definitely will be speaking about that. So, you know, we'll speak about that at another particular point in time. All right. So first of all, thank you guys. Now, why have I not gone live in the last couple of days? What's been keeping me from going live? Let me tell you what's been keeping me from going live. Shout out to Sharon T. Leonard, who happens to be a member. Thank you so much for the purple heart, Sharon. Let me just go up and give some shout outs too. Thank you, Mary. Patsy, thank you for being forever faithful, and I appreciate your love and support. Miss Erica, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Daryl, what's up, Daryl? Lynn Pearson, thank you so much for your support. T. Davis, thank you as well. Betty Yellock, all faithful Betty, we appreciate you, and you know I love you dearly. Lewis Franklin, thank you so much, Lewis, for all of your text messages and the things that you send to me. I really do appreciate it. So I want to say that. Thank you again, K. Rich, for being here. Gerald, what's up, Gerald? Good to have you here, my friend. Kimberly, good to have you with us as well. Who else did I see in here? Lady of Elegance, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate your help as well. Latrice, thank you so much for the purple hearts. I appreciate it. Hey, I love the hearts. I need that. Yeah, Ecamm is a mess. Kimberly, just so you know, all of these software programs, they want too much money. Any of you ever heard of AirMeet? Anybody know what AirMeet is? AirMeet is a virtual hosting program. AirMeet is like really a top of the line program. I just so happened to be blessed enough to get a lifetime deal with AirMeet. How about this though? AirMeet done changed the whole plan, and I have to call customer service here in a minute because I use it for all of my webinars and all of the stuff that I teach in all my classes and stuff. Y'all know how much AirMeet costs a year? I should look it up here in a minute and show y'all. AirMeet is expensive. Let me do that as a matter of fact. Let me see what they're charging now. Because at one point they were charging like $8,000 a year. Hold on. I swear it is $8,000. Hold on. Y'all think I'm playing. I got to show you this. And Kimberly, for those of you that are, you know, you need to stay up on products and stuff like this because this will help you, especially if you're, you know, if you're helping churches and so forth, because this is like top tier of a product, especially when you're hosting virtual events and stuff like that. AirMeet is like the top of the line. Hey, what's up, Kyle? I don't know nothing about all that. What's up? Is it Charmaine? What's up, Charmaine? What's up, Lori? Good to have you with us as well. And of course, I mentioned Betty here. Uncle Fred is in the house. What's up, Dion? What's up, everybody? What's up, Daryl? If you in that recliner, I know you're on your way to sleep. All right, moving right on. Miss Candace, T. Davis, of course. So everybody, Lottie Dottie, and everybody. Okay, let's see what the pricing is on this. I got to show y'all this because the last time I looked at this, my mouth fell open. My mouth fell open because I wonder if they even put in the price anymore. They probably not. Let me show y'all because these people is expensive. When I tell y'all they expensive, let me show y'all. If you're unfamiliar with this service, AirMeet is like top of the line. This is the company that all the big companies use. It's actually the company that I use for all of my stuff. The only reason why I get to use it is because I work in the SaaS space. And if you don't know what the SaaS space is, SaaS stands for software as a service. And I help a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of individuals, start their products and get funding, initial funding for their products and stuff like that. It's a long story. I don't have time to get into all of that right now. So this one, he starts at $159, $167. That's 16% off yearly. So if you're doing the yearly plan, you multiply that times, wait a minute, let me see. I got to do the math. 167 times 12. So that's $2,000 a year, which isn't bad because, go to webinar is like 5 G's a year now. So, and I don't know how we got on this subject, but just let me talk because this is my juke joint and I can do what I want. No, SaaS, 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 software as a service. 2 A's, not one. Okay, 2 A's, not one. All right, T. Davis, 2 A's, not one. All right. Now, look how much it is a month if you don't do the yearly plan. It costs you $200 a month, okay? Just so you're saying. Now, I want to show you this. The events and the managed stuff, they don't even list the price anymore. Because when I tell you, the last time I looked at the top tier of this was like 10 grand a year. I mean, it was really expensive. And I was like, oh no, I'm really glad that I was able to help them get the initial funding. Now this service is banging. I have to be honest with you. You can do a lot with this. I just wanted to see if it would tell me the price. You're in trouble when they won't tell you the price. When they won't tell you the price, you in trouble, Carol Ann. So yeah, but Air Meat is a wonderful product, you guys. It's just really expensive. I'm just saying. Yeah. It's really costly. It's very costly. And when you come to one of my webinars, or if you ever have the chance to come to one of my webinars, you will see I use that product and I love that product. That product, it is just amazing. And actually I have a webinar coming up on the 28th. And I forgot to tell you guys that in my announcements, but hit the link to description in the description below, and it'll give you all the information on my upcoming webinar and how you can participate in that as well, if you're a budding YouTuber and you want to learn how to do YouTube. Okay, so let me talk to you guys why I haven't been going live. Let's talk for a minute, if y'all don't mind. And I hope y'all not in any hurry, because I'm not. I'm gonna try to get done with y'all about 7:30 my time and be done here. But I'm not in no rush. First and foremost, one of the reasons why I haven't gone live is because I've been really concentrating on my health and relaxing and really getting some sleep and getting some rest. I've just prioritized that, and I'm trying to develop a work-life balance. Because I feel like my stuff has kind of been off balance. Hey, Katrina. Hey, Jai. And so, it's just one of those things where I've been trying to get control of that. My stress levels have been a little high because I'm the only person now from my close family. I've got extended family that live about an hour away, but all of my family is no longer in California. And I'm the only person that's pretty much here, primarily. And so I've just been trying to relax and keep myself stress-free and focus on getting a plan to make sure that I've got things in order. So in case anything goes awry, I'll be able to take care of myself. If I'm going to be honest, like I'm already taking care of myself, but I just want to make sure, in case any catastrophe or anything happens, that I will be okay. That weighs heavily on me. I can't speak for other men, but as a man, I always like having more than enough. So I work really hard so that I can. I work more than one job. I actually work more than 2 jobs. Yeah, I am. That's one of the reasons why. And so I'm focused. And I told you guys by the end of this year, I wanted to be back doing what I normally do to make my income, which is I work in the financial service industry. And I want to go back to that because that is what I do for a living. That's really what I do. Now, I started some other companies. Some of these companies I keep private because I don't have time for other people trying to mess up everything that I'm trying to do and work on, because I'm not messing with their money. So I don't know why they keep, trying to bother mine, but that's just, it is what it is. So that's one of the reasons why I just haven't gone live. I've just been prioritizing my health. That's number one. Number two, I've been a little agitated with how do I say this? I've been agitated with people who know me, who should know better than to be so disrespectful. Because I feel like over the last couple of days, a lot of people have been a little disrespectful. And I just haven't wanted to, I just didn't feel like being bothered. I'm just going to be 100% with y'all tonight. One of the things that's so strange about people is when they get close to you and they become a little bit more familiar with you, they tend to believe that they can be as, disrespectful and distasteful as they can. And that becomes very annoying if you're a person who, is giving and is loving and is always putting yourself out there. It makes it very hard. Let me just say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. It's more than a notion to come on here every day and to talk. I know some people think that it's just easy and it's just, we sit down in these chairs and we just, try to give you guys a good program and there's no work involved. There's work involved. Anybody that is doing it well and who is concentrating on, revealing stories and talking about stories, they're working hard. Let me also say this. The information that I was relaying to you guys regarding the P. Diddy case, and this is the perfect time for me to bring up this. The information that I was bringing to you guys from the P. Diddy case, I brought to you from an attorney who was in the courtroom. So if you misunderstood something I said, it would have been best for you to come and say that you misunderstood it rather than to make all sorts of, disparaging remarks. And I'm just saying this for this fact. I don't mind any of you guys correcting me because I can be corrected just like any other person. So if I don't have my facts straight or something is missing, you are more than welcome to address me and to tell me, hey, Marcellus, you might want to go back and take a look at that. I don't mind y'all doing that. But how you do that is very important, because I don't disrespect you all, nor do I intend for anyone to disrespect me. Just so that folks understand, it's important for me, for you all to be respected in my chat, but it's also important for me to be respected by the individuals that are also in the chats and in the comment section. And that's why I tell y'all to be respectful straight across the board. Okay. And so I'm going to say that. When we got to the part on the Diddy case, you all, and I'm going to be totally honest. When we got to the part where they described the last video I made where I talked about P. Diddy putting people's jizz on his chest and playing with his nipples, I said, you know what? I don't think I want to talk about this anymore. And I'm going to be honest. I really, and what helped me make the decision is some disrespectful people, right? And I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let them listen to other people. I'm gonna go ahead and let other folks talk about it because I can stay in my own lane. I wanted to talk about the P. Diddy to keep everybody updated. I got the information from an attorney. Okay. Now, no, I wasn't reading court transcripts, so I was trying to read the notes that was provided for me. I did the best I could. So if you felt that I was ill-informed or didn't know some information, I would most certainly tell you to go back and listen to those programs, because I pretty much stayed up in with whatever everybody else was talking about, except for some nuanced things. Okay. Now, when it comes to the lawyer, I told you guys when it comes to proving racketeering, there has to be certain predicate acts. And I even told you what those predicate acts, how the predicate acts had to be in synchronization as far as the events occurred. And so I gave you guys that information, and that's just how I felt on that. But I don't know P. Diddy. I don't know Cassie. She got what, $30 million. I'm over here trying to make sure that I keep my bills paid. Thank God my car is paid for. So I don't have a dog in this fight. So I'm not going to be out here windmilling for either Cassie or P. Diddy. As far as I'm concerned, they both nasty. As far as I'm concerned, they both got stuff in their closet. Now, Leah, I'm gonna tell you something. Cassie must have went to the school of Leah, because Cassie came out here and secured that bag. She made sure that she got that money. Leah, I ain't lying. She turned that pressure into praise. As Lucinda Moore would say, she turned that pressure into praise and went straight on into the bank. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And to be honest with you, you all, the other reason why I haven't gone live is because I'm just in such a good space, and I'm happy with where I am, and I don't want to be bothered, to tell you the truth. And I'm not going to take any negativity from anybody. I'm just not going to do that. I'm so sorry. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not taking any negativity, because I'm in a great place. I have not been in this place in years. When I tell you the place that I'm in right now, God is my solemn witness. I am so grateful just to be in this place and space. So I'm not taking no garbage off nobody. And that is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. That is the truth. And Miss Furlow Speaks. Where the heck have you been? Where the heck have you been? I know you had some issues with your family and some deaths in your family. And we've definitely been praying for you. So I hope all is getting better over there with you. I hope the Lord is blessing and increasing you greatly. So that is my prayer for you and your family. And so just know that, a lot of us have been praying for you and so forth. So if you guys have never heard of Miss Furlow Speak, she has definitely been a blogger that's been out there staying consistent. Well, and the reason why I'm choosing my words very carefully, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't want you to know who and what I'm talking about in some aspects. I'm choosing my words carefully because before I drop the hammer, I like to give people a chance to rectify and correct their behavior, and so that they understand how to approach me. Because normally when I approach individuals, I'm very respectful. I'm very respectful. Now, you may not like the honesty that I tell you, but I'm always respectful. And I don't like it when people think that it's just okay to be disrespectful. That's just not good, in my opinion. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so that's that. That's P. Diddy. Now, let's move on to TD Jakes for just a second. TD Jakes gave a wonderful commencement speech. And I'm probably going to play a piece of it before the end of the week is out. They gave him an honorary doctorate degree too, by the way. And he donated $100,000 to the school. I'm drawing a blank right now at the moment for what the school was. It was a Cook Bethune. Somebody in the chat tell me what the school was, because he spoke there and I done forgot already. But he did a great commencement speech. I really enjoyed the commencement speech. And yes, I watched it. So it was really, really good. Here's the thing too I want to say. Here's something I want to say. And this might take some of you a surprise. Certain aspects of people we're not able to appreciate until after they're gone or it's far too late. When he was speaking, I said, you know what? Regardless of what you think about TD Jakes as doctrinally, right? Because I have a lot of doctrinal situation going on there. But as far as a business person, he has done an exceptional job. He's done a far better job than most preachers in America. What has made him so successful is his business acumen and how he's been able to do some of the things that he has been able to do. Ladies and gentlemen, you could not get $1 billion deal on the table if you're not very good at your job, or you're not a very good business person. And I feel like he was able to do that because he's very good at what he's doing as far as business is concerned. Having a record label, having all of those things that TD Jakes has, that's more than a notion. Okay, more than a notion. You just can't do those things haphazardly, or just stumble into those things. That's not how that works. And so I did watch it. I'm very grateful that I did watch it, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Thank you, Miss Furlow, as well as JH. Thank y'all so much. Morris Brown College, and he gave them $100,000 as well. So and $100,000 is not a little bit of money. That's a lot of money. So I was very, very good. Moving right along. Robert Morris, the white man you see in the middle. And I've got a lot of stories that I need to update you guys and cover. A lot of preachers been doing a lot of shenanigans, and I need to cover the wall of shame and the FBI cases. They on their way this week. I'm gonna cover those as well. Shout out to all of you that are supporting the Mad Church Disease channel. Thank y'all so very much. And if you have not yet supported the channel, please make sure that you do that. The information is on the screen for you to support the channel and support the Mad Church Disease show. But Robert Morris went to court the other day, ladies and gentlemen. And not only that, Robert Morris is also suing. He's suing Gateway Church. You heard me correctly. You heard me correctly. The church that he was pastoring, where he allegedly essayed a young lady, Amy Klobuchar, when she was 12 years old, Robert Morris is now suing the church because he said that they had a verbal agreement for them to pay his salary and to pay his retirement, just an astronomical amount of money. Just an astronomical. I think one of the numbers was like 600,000 or something dollars. I mean, it was and I'm sorry, I don't have the number in front of me. That's why I told you some of these stories we're going to talk about a little, go into depth in a little bit more later in the week, as only I can do them. And I know that's me talking about myself. So shoot me in the foot, because I don't, God forbid, I talk about myself on my own program. God forbid. It's not like other people on this here internet is saying such positive, wonderful things about me. God forbid I should say something nice about myself. But anyway, Robert Morris is suing them, you guys. And I just found that to be hilarious. I was like, the nerve of this man to allegedly essay a 12-year-old girl and then get thrown out of the church. And then now here's the other thing. I'm kind of going into it now, and I shouldn't, because I don't have my notes in front of me. Do you guys know he is actually claiming, one of the things he's claiming is that the church knew about him essaying that young lady and still allowed him to pastor for all that long period of time. So he's now sort of claiming that they knew all along that he was that he had essayed this little girl, and they were like, okay, well, fine, we'll still want you as our pastor, and blah, blah, blah. Now, let me tell you why Robert Morris was never really one of my favorite preachers, or I never paid him any attention. And believe it or not, Robert Morris was actually very popular on TBN, on the Trinity Broadcasting Network. The reason why I never watched Robert Morris is because he was one of these faith teachers who was always calling up and talking about money. And that's one of the reasons why the church amass such amount of wealth. A Gateway Church is actually saying that they have over 100,000 members of their church. Like Texas has a lot of people. And obviously Texas has a whorehouse in it too, by the way. Texas has a whorehouse in it. Lord have mercy on our souls. Okay, but let me hush. Because y'all know I'm a goofball. I can't talk about Texas without talking about Texas has a whorehouse in it. Y'all know what movie that comes from. I love it. What was it? Bessel Whorehouse in Texas. Lord have mercy. I love it. Y'all know I'm a goofball, so I have to do it. Okay, Rich, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate, but I think he might have told them. And even if he did, they kept him on for financial reasons, and when it was no longer financially suitable for the church to keep him, they sent him packing, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Okay. And he showed up to church. I mean, he showed up to court, ladies and gentlemen, with his family. Right. So that's what they say, Lynn. You are correct. You are correct. That's what I read, and that's what I understood from the stories that we covered in the past. Because at one particular point, his wife even went after Cindy Klobuchar. She even talked about the fact that his wife went after her, and they were saying that she was being seductive and all of this stuff at 12 years old. I mean, it's absurd. The whole thing's just absurd. So yeah, that's part of that. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of people around here is gonna go to jail. And let me tell you why. Because you're not gonna get away with essaying a child. You're not going to get away with it. You're going to pay a whole lot of money. You're not going to get away with sending a $6 million request letter for money and demanding that somebody pay a whole bunch of money. And then you're not going to be able to get away with it if you're the vlogger who co-conspirator number one, who decides to get on your YouTube platform, and now all of a sudden now you've been deleting videos for 2 years. Listen to me. You've been deleting videos so that you can increase your algorithm and try and get the algorithm to start working in your favor, because you're not getting as many views as you used to get. And you're doing that whole buying of views and likes and all that kind of stuff. And the rest of that is history. And once YouTube figures that stuff out, they're going to ghost your channel. And it's going to be very, very difficult for your channel to grow and continue to grow, or it's going to take a very long time. Trust me when I tell you, I am fully aware of what goes on these YouTube streets. And if somebody is recommending you to buy views or to buy likes, you listen to me when I tell you, don't do it. Don't do it. You need a strategy to build a YouTube channel. And if you don't have a strategy, that's one of the reasons why you need to actually book a free consultation with me, so I can help you to develop a strategy. You also need a working system. You need to know what you need to do every day when you sit down at your computer before you turn on the camera to talk to anybody and to work. You need to understand what you're doing. So these people are going to go to jail. Let me just say that. I hope Robert Morris goes to jail. I hope Dwayne Youngblood goes to jail. I hope the co-conspirator number one I hope they all go to jail. You know why? Because it is very easily understandable to the just in reasoning that you cannot send out a $6 million request to somebody demanding that they give you $6 million, or you gonna keep talking and you think that's going to work out in your favor. Welcome to the Mad Church Disease channel, a channel dedicated to our forgotten brothers and sisters throughout the ages. Want to stay connected to me and the Mad Church Disease community? Well, then join our email community newsletter. Stay in the know with all the updates and fresh content that is created for this channel. It's time you join the private community for the revolutionary family, where we can talk and laugh all in a space that's safe with a no judgment zone. Connect with other members and build lasting friendships. The doors are now open. Want to stay connected and be notified each time I go live? Subscribe to the text community and be notified each time that we go live. Simply add your details for instant updates on all our lives. Are you a budding YouTuber or business professional who would like my thoughts on all things business related? Book a free 15-minute consultation where I can help with social media, YouTube, web design, and so much more. Book your consultation now and build your future. Get away from the rat race and build your business. All right, shout out to all of you that are here in the live chat. Shout out to all of the members. Good to see you, Miss Erica. Shout out to all of you that are even in the bushes. I appreciate you guys watching as well. If you don't mind falling out of the bushes and hitting the like button, I would really appreciate it. Thank you for those of you that are supporting the program. Shout out to you guys as well. Gladys, thank you so very much for your support. Now I just need 9 others of you to support the program tonight. Please hit the like button as well. And the Cash App information is on the screen, as well as the moderators, of course, will put that information in the chat for you as well. And so that way we're able to support and sustain our program. And I really do appreciate you and appreciate all of you guys for that. All right. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about a couple of things here. Now this story right here is really gonna get me. Hold on, let me pull it up because y'all know I be pulling stuff up. Hold on, I got to pull it up. Now y'all, some of y'all gonna get mad, but that's what commentary is. It's to kind of make you a little upset. Let me go ahead and put this up on my screen. Y'all need to explain to me why you feel like these 2 men need to get out of jail. I don't care about the Netflix special. I don't care anything about all of these people. I don't care about Kim Kardashian coming out and talking about they needed to be, let out of prison, etc., etc. Let me ask y'all something. Real talk. Shout out to St. James. Thank you so much for coming in the chat, sir. Appreciate it. Let me tell y'all something. Let me ask y'all a question. Real talk. This is real talk. If these were 2 black men, would we be having this discussion? I don't think so. I don't think if these were 2 black men that this would even be up for discussion or debate. They're talking about they may be released from serving over 3 decades behind bars. Now, you all need to understand. They shot their mother and father. I mean, almost decapitated their own mother with gunshot wounds. You all, and their father. So they not only killed their mother, they also killed their father. They killed their parents. They went out the next day shopping and bought cars and Lamborghinis and all kinds of crap because they had money. And then all of a sudden, when they got caught in their lie, like spoiled little rich white kids, then it all became, I was abused. I was molested by my father. My father did this. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know that. We don't know that to be the fact, Daryl. We don't know that to be true. That's just what they're saying. Their father has no ability to defend himself because he's dead. And I don't believe them. I'm just going to tell you right now, I do not believe them. I don't believe them. I don't. I do not. They were grown men when they blew their father's head off and their mother's head off. And Moni wants them free too. Lord Jesus. It just incredible. Incredible. I don't think they should be free. That's my opinion. If these were 2 black men, they would be right in jail. You think about how long it took them to get the Central Park 5 out of jail. You understand what I'm saying? And they're out free, and these people are still talking to them and about them like they're criminals. I'm just saying. I don't think these nitwits should be out of jail. What did you? Okay, well, Moni. Okay, well, if you had an issue with their father, why did they shoot their mama's head off? What was the reason for shooting their mama's head off? Moving right. Yeah, you know what, Moni? And Dwayne Youngblood told several people about what he felt like was a hug and a potential kiss. He told some stories too. You know what I mean? I don't understand people. If that was the case, go to an adult. What you going to your cousin and them for? What they gonna do? Did the cousin and them go and confront the daddy? No. Moving right along. I'm so sick of these two yahoos. And these goofy looks that you see in these pictures right here, smiling on these prison photos and in these mug shots. This is a part of the issue. This is a part of the issue. They're insane to me. And just because they're who they are, we think that these dudes deserve to be out on the streets again. I don't think so. You blow your mama's head off. Let's get. I'll give you the daddy. You say the daddy was molesting you. Okay, you blew his head off. Well, what the hell you blow your mama's head off for? I'm just saying. But yeah, these two jokers are on their way, possibly, ladies and gentlemen, to being free again. I can't believe it. But in Trump's America, I can see this. I see this. Where is Trump's full page article about them blowing their mother's head off? Where's Trump's full page article talking about, the stuff that they did to their mother? Now I'm giving you the father. You said the father did whatever he did to him. Okay. Well, why you blow your mama's face off? And then don't give me that fact. Well, she must have known about it and they was upset about it. Okay. Do you know how many people in this country suffer under the tyranny of all sorts of things, and their parents are fully aware? One of the parents is fully aware of what's going on, and they keep silent. They don't say nothing. Okay, they're not white. Okay, they're not white. What are they? Hispanic? Because their last name is Menendez. So, what are they, Hispanic? I'm going to tell you what the lady said in the movie. This white person with a taco. Isn't that what she said? She said they're Cuban. Oh, okay. All right. Cuban, Latino. But I know one thing that they are, Moni. I know one thing they are. Murderers. That's what I do know they are. It doesn't matter whether they're Mexican, Cuban, Latino, or whatever. I know they murderers. That's what I do know. And if you murder some folks, you deserve to go to jail. You blow your mama's face off and you blow your daddy's face off. Wait a minute. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. There's a black man right now who is being held in jail when a policeman killed, if I'm not mistaken, did he kill that black man's son? And the man went back and shot the police officer. Where is he? Is he going to get out? Or is everybody going to go start petitioning for him to get out? Come on. Is everybody going to read all the books about him and be concerned about him? No. I don't understand what it is about us where we always have to feel sorry for these types of people. And I'm just over it. No. They don't feel sorry for us, and I don't feel sorry for him. Moving right along. My blood is starting to boil. So let me go and go talk about something else. That's bullshit. That's how I feel about it. And I'm sorry for saying it that way, ladies and gentlemen. And since we own these types of crazy stories, why don't we talk about this one, ladies and gentlemen? Did y'all hear about this? Because y'all know I love to stay in contact with some of these stories. I'm a voracious reader. Let me share with y'all. If you didn't hear about this story, I thought this story was a whole heck of a mess. When did grown-ups get on a school bus? According to the Atlanta Black Star, ladies and gentlemen, lady got on. You can read white lady got on the North Carolina school bus and unleashed a racist tirade on a black student, and she ended up finding herself in handcuffs. Now, listen to me. I don't know if she saw a Madea movie and decided that she was going to pretend like she was Madea and hop on the school bus and go ham on a child. But just understand something, ladies and gentlemen. If you are an adult, that is not something that is appropriate. If you're going to get on a school bus and start yelling at a bunch of children, you might want to not use a lot of racist remarks and epithets while you're going ham on the children, because keep in mind, that is somebody else's child. And whatever the issue might have been, you're supposed to be cognitively mature enough to deal with whatever the issue is without coming and harassing other people's children or child. Because to me, when you get on a school bus, you're trying to send a message to all of the children, not just one. But I'll read the paragraph around this. She was arrested Friday and charged with trespassing, disorderly conduct, and communicating threats after a video captured this woman storming onto the bus and berating the students. She was released on a $2,000 secured bond pending trial. So she got up there and started threatening a boatload of children. Sit the F down, she said, raising her hands for emphasis. Ain't none of you gonna do effing this shiznit. You got me. Spore then singled out the student who was filming. Recorded for your MFing mama. I live over here. Send her effing N-word, she growled at the child. That's what she said. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump's America. It's Donald Trump's America. Donald Trump's America. And since I'm speaking of Donald Trump's America, didn't Donald Trump say that he would get rid of that war in Ukraine the first day he was in office because he had such great negotiating skills? Boy, it seems like Putin is sticking it to Donald Trump. Every time Donald Trump tries to do something, Putin is like, nope, we're not going to do that. And Putin is laying into Donald Trump. I'm just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. She says, Savannah says she stood up only to better hear the confrontation, but was mistakenly targeted. I was like raised not to take disrespect. So even though I didn't say anything, it was just shocking that she talked to me that way, even though she doesn't know me, Savannah said. And see, this is the thing that I'd be saying about us. I don't know what it is about us where we always have to try to be so docile when it comes to these people. And we always have to be so docile. You understand? We just have to tolerate stuff. I have seen at least 3 to 4 videos in the last couple of days. One man, he was in an apartment building that he lived in, and the lady's filming him. Telling me, you don't live here. There's no way you can live here. And the man's like, I live here. And some other woman came up and was like, no, he lives in the building. And y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, we had the one lady that was harassing the man in the mail room. Talking about he needed to have his key card to get in the mail room or some foolishness. And she talking about he was stealing packages and he lived in the building. I'm just saying, y'all. And we keep having to tolerate this kind of stuff. I don't know, Jesse. And that is a wonderful question. And you know why that's a wonderful question, Jesse? Because of the amount of trauma that you have to experience with that type of a situation. To me, and I think that is a wonderful question, Jesse. That needs to be, it really should be a hate crime. You are absolutely right. You're an adult going up to a bunch of little children on a school bus. First of all, you don't have no business being on the bus because you're not the bus driver. The only people that should be on the bus is the bus driver and the kids. And if there is a person in training on the bus, because y'all remember how they used to put the bus person in training on the bus with the kids when they would learn how to drive the bus. I don't know what that was supposed to do when you was on the bus. I don't understand what that whole thing was, because unless you behind the wheel, that's some unfortunate training in my opinion. But, I'm just saying that really should be the emotional stuff that's going on. And honestly, the mama really should have went up there and took really good care of her. You're absolutely right. I know my mama would have. Oh, she'd have been running for the hills. Oh, yes, she would have. The hills are alive with music. Now, speaking of school bus, now listen at this story. Now, I tell y'all, I be reading too much stuff. Y'all not going to believe this either. This is also being reported in the Atlanta Black Star. Let's go. Atlanta Black Star, I appreciate y'all because y'all keep a brother scratching his head all the time. 6-year-old gets forced off of the bus in a storm about a mile from where the child lived. Sharon T. Leonard say they were both AIDS. Okay, Sharon. And even if they were AIDS, it still is unnecessary. So yeah. Hey, Sharon, and I've been enjoying all of your vlogs and your travel vlogs and all your stuff. I've actually been watching a lot of you guys' stuff since I've been trying to relax. So I have been watching, and I think I left you some comments on there. I don't give a flying flip if you are the bus monitor. What's the bus monitor? Lynn, isn't that like the hall monitor when we was in kids? What you gonna do? What can you do? Only thing you can do is observe and report. That's what you need to do. And I don't know. I don't have no kids. Y'all listen to me. Is something different than the way it used to be? Because it used to be like if you started tripping on the school bus, they could write you up and kick you off of the bus for like a couple of days if you was misbehaving. Do they still do that or no? Because I don't have children. So y'all tell me in the chat, can they still kick your children off the bus if your children are misbehaving? I know I got kicked off the school bus for 3 days. And that's when we was being bused to school. And I hid under the bed at the house. And it worked for the first 2 days. My mama didn't even know I was still in the house. I was hiding under the bed. I put on my book bag and took my iron clothes and all my stuff. And I'm leaving just like I had left out for school. And sometimes my mama wouldn't even get up. So she didn't know whether I ate, you know. I know that. That's why I asked another question. The question that I asked was, do they still kick children off of the bus when children are misbehaving? So there are appropriate measures for this. I don't think that the adult on the bus is supposed to be calling you the N-word and going off just because they're the aide. Am I tripping or something? Did I lose my scruples or something? Oh Lord have mercy. You know, sometimes I just think some of y'all just don't be listening. It's so frustrating. Oh my God, help me, Jesus. It's just amazing. Don't they, Sharon it? Don't they write children up on the bus? Do they still write children up on the bus if the children are misbehaving? Because that's what I thought they used to do. They used to give you a warning, and you used to have to go get it signed by your parent if you was on the bus acting a darn fool. They don't do that no more. They just let white people come on the bus and call you the N-word and yell at you because they're the assistant. No, I gave an example of somebody who was in that they used to have somebody who was in training when I was growing up. I'm talking 20 years ago. That's why I'm asking the question, because I don't know. I don't have children anymore. That's why I asked the question about the bus. If your child cannot get written up anymore on the bus, and you know they just let people, the person on the bus, talk to you crazy. I don't give a freaking care who you are. You don't have no business talking to somebody else's kid like that, and you surely don't have a right to be calling them the N-word. What world am I living in? God, sometimes I feel like, what's wrong with me? Because I'm like, is something wrong with me? Do I misunderstand this or something? Like, is this appropriate behavior? Are adults sanctioning this? Is this okay? Because she's supposed to be on the bus? I don't think so. When I read this, I was like, oh no. I'm just saying. Yeah. Well, how about the 6-year-old who was thrown off the bus and left screaming for help a mile from home? Do you know how far it is for a 6-year-old to walk a mile, especially in the rain by themselves Sharon said yes. Sharon, let me tell y'all something. I don't know if I ever told y'all this story. I got kicked off the bus for running off at the mouth. I sure did. You think that this Action Jackson mouth just started? No, I've been doing this a long time. And I was on the bus with my friends acting a plumb fool. And back in those days, they gave you, once you got 3 bus tickets, if I'm not, was it 3 bus tickets? They gave you 3 things, and then on that third one, they kick you off the bus. And you were suspended for 3 whole days. Now, this is when they were busing us to school. Yes, I'm that old. They bus me. It used to take me an hour from where I live to the school I went to in Clemens, if you're familiar with Winston-Salem, because we went to school out in Clemens, and we had to get the bus way over in the hood, and the bus used to drive us all the way to Clemens. I'm just saying. An hour. We'd have to get up so early in the morning just to make it to this stupid bus. It's like nobody cared about us. And I think about that now. When I think about that, could you imagine putting your child on a school bus every day to drive in traffic for over an hour? I got what you said, Lynn. Nothing is happening. I understood what you said. I clearly understood it. So it is something to think about, and behold that your child gets put out. But let's go ahead and get reading this. The Atlanta school bus driver has been placed on administrative leave. And now before I read this, y'all know the police officer that I just talked about a few minutes ago that shot that young man's son. Do y'all know that man is still on the force? And I got another story I need to tell y'all coming up here soon. It's just insanity. In Atlanta, school bus driver has been placed on administrative leave for forcing helpless. What's a hapless? Anybody know what a hapless 6-year-old? Is anybody over there proofreading at the Atlanta Black Star? What's a hapless? Anybody know what a hapless 6-year-old girl? And I only have on my glasses and I can see that. Off the bus during a violent rainstorm, leaving her alone nearly a mile from her house. So, Kalani Davis, a first grade student at Flat Rock Elementary School in DeKalb. Oh, I should have known. I should have known. And I'm reminding myself if I'm reading this. You think, moving. All right. She was like, "Can you please help?" Said, is it Aisha Parker, who was checking her mailbox on Athena Drive in Stonecrest when she heard the girl screeching for help. She said the bus driver threw me off the bus and said, "Hold on." She said, "She did what?" Trying to figure out what happened to this little girl. Okay. Parker knew the family and quickly called Kehlani's mother. I said the bus driver threw your baby off the school. Londa. Are we talking about the 6-year-old? Oh, so the 6-year-old was thrown off the bus and causing all this kind of ruckus? Wow. How does a 6-year-old control adults like this? And where are the men at? That's the other thing I want to know. Where are the men? Oh, then you know what? Londa said they're very familiar with her. What's going on with these people? I don't understand. And what criminal case do they think is going to be open just because the little girl got kicked off of the bus? If she got kicked off of the bus because she was misbehaving, it is what it is. And let me say something here, since we're all grown over here, at least, So here's the thing. Even if a child gets on your nerves, even if a child upsets you to the point to where you want to bash their head in with a hammer, You still the adult, and you still have to make sure that you nurture and care for the child, even if you don't care for the child's behavior. Where have the mature adults in the world gone? Even if a first grader is driving me up a wall, I'm not going to leave a first grader in an uncompromising position. If your child is left in the care and the custody of another adult, you would think, even if the adult gets upset, that they would make sure that they, care about the child and take care of the child greatly. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I just think too kindly. Maybe I just think too kindly. Maybe I should be as mean as hell as everybody expects for me to be. Let me move on. Now, let me go on to this story, because I know how many we've been here for an hour. Y'all know I don't like to keep you all day and all night. And I know it's late on the East Coast, and some of you got a storm, so y'all might want to, buckle down here. Now, this story I definitely wanted to cover too. I wanted to talk about this. Y'all know me. This is just how I get down. This is the one I wanted to tell y'all. The Washington state deputy that punched a black dude during the traffic stop because he had a broken tail light and shot him in the head. The county they paid the family $3.5 million, but guess what? The man is still on the force. The man on the force is still on the force, you all. At what point do we as black people have to come to a place and a space in our lives and our minds where we understand that they look at our lives and look at us differently than they look at everyone else? At what point will we stop making excuses for the poor treatment of people who look like you and me, and always running to the defense of people that don't look like you and me? You know what amazes me as I get older is how many people will defend other people, but when it's a black person involved, other black people are always so skeptical of what the other black individuals are telling them. Even when the black person is rehearsing the horrible experiences and the stuff that they've had to endure, they're always questioned and they're always looked upon in a horrible light. Now, one of the reasons why I was trying to stay in the middle of the ground in the road where it came to Cassie and Diddy, I don't know what went on in those meetings, in those freak offs. We only know what these people are telling and what they're saying, but I do know what court feels like. And I do know what it feels like to have a bunch of people coming in there and lying on you. I do know that people creating narratives around other behaviors and things that they participated in. And then now that, all of the stuff has come to light, they want to paint themselves as a victim and paint themselves as, I was coerced into all of this type of behavior. Now, you can get mad at me all you want to, but I'll say it again. If you put your morals on the ground, don't get mad when they get stomped to death, because you will be stomped if you put your morals on the ground. That goes in the church, that goes in the record label, that goes no matter where you are in life. If you put your morals on the ground, people are going to stomp on your morals to death. That's what they're going to do. Even Christians. It amazes me sometimes, even when we talk about these women that sleep with these pastors and preachers, and then they come back, well, I thought he was different. Why? He's got a penis? What makes you think he's so different that he won't take care of business? Just because he carry a Bible don't mean he don't get horny. Are you serious? What's wrong with y'all? Why do y'all think I keep trying to tell you? Yeah, you can love the Lord and some other stuff too. You're going to get, and he going to get up and go on about his business. And if he's married, he's probably going to get up and go right on back home to his wife. He ain't leaving you for his over his wife. Not going to happen. Because you think he's going to tear up his ministry and tear up his family and all of that stuff for you. Not going to happen. That Chris Hill dummy over there that was pastoring the Potter's house over there in Denver went chasing after that other woman, and now he's got that other woman. And if y'all ever follow him and look at him on TikTok, Lord, the way that woman talked to him, I say she just be punking this dude. Like, dude, you don't realize your wife is hood. Your wife is from the hood. I mean, you guys, it's a tickle if you really want to go over there and watch Chris Hill's Instagram and how him and his wife be interacting. I be dying laughing because she be telling him off and ain't nothing he could say because he's a church guy. Now he dealing with a hood chick in a way. You understand what I'm saying? Because the way she talked to him is just nuts. Absolutely insanity. Absolutely insanity. But in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, we have to be honest. I'm sick and tired. As a black man living in America, people keep making excuses for their behavior. There's no reason why the officer who shot and killed this man should still be on the force. I don't give a care if they did give him $3.5 million. What difference does that make? What's $3.5 million in comparison to somebody's life and potential? And what they could accomplish in their life and the things that they could have done in their life. But now their life is snuffed out because you decided to act impulsively and to do things that you should not have been doing. And everybody else gets a pass. Everybody gets a pass but us. Don't let us mess around and slip up and do something. Oh, no. Not us. Not us. And I realize some people just in love with other people. They just know they can do no wrong. And listen, I don't care. I love Jesus too, but I know one thing, I'm not no fool. And I just want to give a shout out because this is what I want to do. I wanted to give a shout out to Jamal Roberts, who grew up singing in the church and now has been crowned he is now American Idol season 23 winner. Now I'm about to throw something out at y'all because that's the reason why I wanted to. For the most part, don't most people in America vote for this person? Now, y'all help me out because this ain't my thing. I don't watch American Idol. Okay. The last time I saw American Idol was when Ruben Studdard won over Clay Aiken. Or was it the other way around? No, it was Ruben Studdard. That's the last time I saw American Idol. Right, Moni. I'm listening here, Moni. I didn't even have a clue that the darn show was still on. I got a question for y'all. This is kind of how my mind works. With Trump and all of these people in America treating black people the way that they've treated us and continue to treat us, isn't it interesting that this very dark-skinned man from the institutional church wins American Idol? Does that make you think a little bit? Like, Now, I don't know because I don't follow this show. I did see that. Is he down there with you, Patsy? Isn't he from Memphis or somewhere down there? Where is he from, you all? Y'all remind me. No, Mississippi. He's a physical education teacher from Mississippi. Okay, so he's down there in the crooked letter. The crooked letter. I saw a little bit of a clip of something of him singing, and it seemed like the whole town had come out to support him, which I thought is just phenomenal. Moni said the show is fixed. Lord have mercy, Moni. Now, see, here I am trying to be objective, and here you go. Moni, I be trying to stay in the middle of the ground because then, okay, well, Moni, here's the thing, because they say the people vote, and they say that America has to vote for this person. Now, what America is voting for this person? Because a lot of these folks in America voted for Donald Trump, and I'm just like, do you think these people are voting for him and supporting him because they were trying to have some diversity, maybe, possibly. That's just how my mind works. Because I'm like, of all the years for this dude, for the darkest of black persons to win. Now, y'all know I love dark-skinned black folks. I ain't like the other vloggers who think y'all all a bunch of demons and going to hell because you're darkies. Y'all know how. Yeah, I ain't got to say no names. But things like this really make me go, I didn't see the show. But congratulations. I don't want to diminish his success or put a damper on it. Breezy says it's a fixed deflection. Oh, well, what were they voting for? The sad stories that these people tell? Is that what they were voting for? The sad stories? Y'all got me. Well, shout out to Jamal Roberts. I wish you well as the 2025 American Idol season 23 winner. I hope that you get a wonderful recording contract, and I hope to hear some really good music from you. And I do believe he can sing, Jai, because I did hear him, so I know he can sing. Oh, he went to church when I saw that clip. I saw he went to church, so I said, you better go, sir. All right here. But yeah, I don't know. America's a very interesting place. I just find this to be very interesting. Of all the years, same year that Carrie Underwood and all these other people saying all this horrible stuff. If I could go to Wakanda, I would go. But Wakanda is not a real place. If I could escape and get away from all of these people, I would. At this stage of my life, and I'm not moving an inch for anyone that chooses to be disrespectful in any scenario at this stage of my life. Because, I try to be loving and respectful to people. And I think sometimes, people take that for granted and they take your kindness for weakness, and it's annoying. And I think a lot of us as African Americans are too nice when we really should be upset because we don't want to be looked at as the angry black person. And in a lot of instances, I've taken some stuff over the last year or two from folks. And I'm just like, I don't want to be looked at as the angry black dude. But enough of that. Absolutely enough of that. They're fine with us running the basketball. They're fine with us singing and them coming and raping us in the music industry. They're perfectly fine with that. They're fine with you doing the Sambo, a hen and a hawn. They're okay. They're fine with that. Listen, if you're going to work in any type of industry, you need to understand you and your family and your finances and your stuff comes first. You don't just go singing and shucking and ducking for people just so that you can get a slovenly check. Just ask TLC. Just ask Craig Mack. Just ask a whole bunch of other artists who have been bent over and served, and we don't even see them or hear from them no more. How about In Vogue? How about that woman having to sleep in her car, Dawn? These are people who can really sing and have great talent, and here they are now in the worst positions in the world. In my opinion, if you arise to these kinds of levels of success, your financial planners and your financial advisors immediately need to set up accounts for your retirement so that no matter what, if you don't make it or your second or third album sales fail, you will still be able to live a life and do the things that you want to do and still have some semblance of a life. Like the people from Mad TV, Ari Spears, and some of them other folks, some of these wonderful comedians who made these networks millions of dollars, the WB and all of these people, you do know it was our talents. It was the stuff that we did that made millions of dollars for these people. And then when you talk to African Americans and you talk to other people, like I was sitting down yesterday having a conversation with somebody, and they asked me, they said, well, why are y'all boycotting Target? Why are we boycotting Target? That's what they said to me. And I said, now all of us as people are always running around talking about, oh, we all need to get together and we need to do something and we got to fight back and we got to do something. The man asked us to boycott Target, and people is scoffing at that. My friend told me, she said she went to Home Depot, and somebody was coming out of Home Depot. There's a Target. They normally, now where I live in California, they build all the Home Depots and the Targets and stuff together in the shopping center. Everything's always together. Lowe's, everything's always in the same parking lot. And they said, I saw this black lady coming out of there and she was holding her Target bag close, and she ran to her car and hopped in her car. And she said, I didn't understand why she did that. I was talking to my friend, and I said, oh, that's because we're supposed to be boycotting Target. I said, but these people have free will. They can do what they want, but then when nothing gets done in our community and we get shysted all the time. Hey, Jesus. And then we always want to come back and complain. We don't never stick together. That's what for. And listen, and I don't know, maybe because I've been so reflective over the last couple of days. When are we going to get together? When are we going to get together? When are we going to force change? When are we going to speak up? When are we going to have our voices heard? The civil rights movement, I think, has long been forgotten in the minds of a lot of people, and definitely has long been forgotten in this new generation's mind. They don't even understand civil rights. They don't even know what that is. They just enjoy the freedoms that civil rights paid for and the things that got us where we are. But then you got some stupid adults that's our age running around here talking about, well, Martin Luther King didn't do nothing for me, and Martin Luther was this. And it's just disgusting, actually. I just find it disgusting as I get older. I really do. I find it completely disgusting. And in every instance where I hear somebody say some stupid stuff, I am going to address you and I am going to deal with you, and I am not going to let no black person look me in my face and talk stupid about all of the things and the sacrifices that we've had to make. Now, I want you all, the brown people, to understand. Jesus, Guadalupe, Maria, I want y'all to understand. Those rights were fought for you as well. That's why black and brown people, this whole divide between black and brown people, especially on the West Coast, I'm not down with that at all. I don't appreciate it at all. I don't like it at all. And black people, some people looking down on other races of people, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And this is the world that we're supposed to hand off to the next generation. And these are the group of people that are supposed to be caring and making sure that we're able to get the rights and keep our rights and keep the stuff that we're supposed to be able to keep and do in this country. These are the people that's supposed to do that. Welcome to the Mad Church Disease channel, a channel dedicated to our forgotten brothers and sisters throughout the ages. Want to stay connected to me and the Mad Church Disease community? Well, then join our email community newsletter. Stay in the know with all the updates and fresh content that is created for this channel. It's time you join the private community for the revolutionary family, where we can talk and laugh all in a space that's safe with a no judgment zone. Connect with other members and build lasting friendships. The doors are now open. Want to stay connected and be notified each time I go live? Subscribe to the text community and be notified each time that we go live. Simply add your details for instant updates on all our lives. Are you a budding YouTuber or business professional who would like my thoughts on all things business related? Book a free 15-minute consultation where I can help with social media, YouTube, web design, and so much more. Book your consultation now and build your future. Get away from the rat race and build your business. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a budding YouTuber and you are looking to learn, grow, and build a YouTube channel, I have developed an entire system for building YouTube channels and helping you from start to finish. And you can actually click the link that's down in the description below, and I will be more than happy to help you in your endeavors. And all you need to do is to reach out to me, and the information, of course, will be in the links down below, and I'd be more than happy to you. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you guys go and grab. I thought this was on there. Grab the Reimagining Church. We're going to go through this book. We're going to start on our book situation next week, so you still have time to get Amazon to deliver the book to you. We're going to have full discussions as it relates to this particular book and reimagining church and talking about organic church and what is church and what was the church. So we're going to start with this, and then I'm going to take you guys back into pagan Christianity a little bit later, but we're going to discuss this book first. So I just wanted to throw that out there so that you guys would know it. And yes, the link has been dropped. It has been pinned in the comment section. If you are interested in coming up and talking about any subject, you are more than welcome to do so tonight. I have definitely given you guys the freedom to do that. You can disagree with me because obviously some people disagree with me about a lot of things, and that's okay, because I'm okay with you disagreeing as long as we're respectful to one another. I'm okay with it. So if you don't mind, those of you that, don't mind coming up and having a conversation, the link has been dropped. I'm not going to wait a whole long time for you guys tonight because I still haven't had dinner. I do have some questions though. Those of you that have an air fryer, I got some skinless thighs. They have bone in, but I'm going to put them in the air fryer. How long do you think they should cook for? You guys give me an idea. And I also want to air fry some Brussels sprouts tonight. I want to cook some Brussels sprouts in the air fryer. Any recommendations, anybody? What I was thinking about doing with the Brussels sprouts is putting some oil and garlic on them and putting them in the that's what somebody else said, 20 minutes. You're right on the money. So I guess at the halfway point, Moni, I'm supposed to flip them, because y'all know I don't really be using this air fryer like I should. The air fryer was given to me, you guys, as a Christmas gift. And I'm going to use the air fryer tonight. Now, what about the Brussels sprouts? How many minutes should I throw the Brussels sprouts in there? Somebody said, Daryl, you telling me something the same person told me. You said 24 minutes though, but Moni said 20. So the other person told me 20. So 24 minutes. I got y'all. But I'm gonna throw the Brussels sprouts in the air fryer tonight too. Everything's going in the air fryer. I know, Jai. That's what they said. They said put a little bit of oil, not a lot. Yeah, that's what they said. Ooh, Shayna said I do 30 minutes. Ooh, okay. In the air fryer. All right, I'll try that. What's the temperature for the Brussels sprouts? It's just me. What do you put the temperature on? Because that way I'm gonna do it, because I don't never use this air fryer, and I should get out the cooking book that came with it, y'all, huh? So I'll know how to use it. Oh Lord, I guess I should. Okay, so everything's 350 to 400. Should I cook the Brussels sprouts first or the chicken first? Because to be honest with y'all, I want this to be fast. I don't want to be, I do not want to be in this kitchen. I want to use one thing to cook both things and be done. And I'm so serious. I'm so serious. I don't want a whole bunch of dishes. I don't want a whole bunch of nothing. I just want to shove it in there, cook it, and be done. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want it to be done as fast as Larry Reed's relationship with Bishop Bernard Jordan has been over. I want it to be that quick. That friendship show didn't last very long, did it? It was never a friendship. It was never a friendship. That's another thing. I don't believe they were ever really friends. They were business partners. They weren't really friends. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think they were friends. Oh, God, I wish I had time. If I had time, I tell you, when Larry was going over to Bernard Jordan's house and sneaking in his bedroom and touching him and rubbing him on the forehead and all that foolishness, that's a narcissistic move. And I never bought it for 1 minute. Never bought it for 1 minute. Never bought it for 1 minute. I'm just saying. And we are going to talk about the Larry Reid program at some point. You can best believe I'm going to give some commentary to Larry, because y'all know I was around when him and George Bloomer, because now I hear he got a problem with Bloomer. Because he's, from what I hear, something talking about, because he went to the White House and was supporting Donald Trump. He been supporting Donald Trump. That ain't nothing new. Yeah, I'm gonna do no, it's not a rack, Leah. I'm gonna I guess I'm gonna cook the chicken first and then put the vegetables in there after the chicken. I guess I'll cool it down and clean it out, and then I was hoping to not even clean the darn air fryer. I just want to dump those things in there and shove those right back in there because I'm hungry. And since I've been trying to lose, some weight and stuff, I stay hungry. I'm so hungry I don't know what to do. Y'all don't understand. This must be what the Apostle Paul meant when he said that the Lord put a thorn in his side to buffet him. And it's something he had to live with for the rest of his life. I tend to stay hungry. Hey, Daryl, good night. I'm always hungry at this stage of my life, and I don't understand why. I'm always hungry. But that's only because I cut out the sugar and stuff. But I don't know what's going on. I'm hungry. I'm hungry right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for coming and participating in tonight's show. Please hit the like button if you have not done so. If you are in the bushes, please hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. To God be the glory for such great peace he is giving me. And I mean to stay in my peaceful place. I'm not going back and forth with nobody about nothing. All right. God bless y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. And for the members, I'll probably see you guys. I might see you guys early tomorrow morning. Whenever I go live, it'll be late afternoon for some of y'all. So I'll see y'all. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. Please make sure that you hit the like button, and please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit the bell icon, and make sure you press all notifications so that way you will never miss any of the exclusive content that comes on my channel. Make sure that you never miss a video. Now, I try to go live every day about 2:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is about 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then I come back at night at around 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is about 10:30 Eastern Standard, with some more exclusive content. So if you want more Mad Church Disease show content, we'd love for you to become a member, a revolutionary member of our channel. Please make sure that you hit the join button that's right next to the subscribe button or somewhere around here, so that you guys can receive access to special community posts. You guys get all of the access to my community only lives, because we've got some sipping chats that we're going to be doing, and you guys will get exclusive content. So just make sure that you head on over to the channel page, click on the join button, and make sure that you do that. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate your love and support, and I'll see you on my very next video.
We are Mad Church Disease, helping you understand that Jesus plus nothing is everything. This is a show for everyone, believers and non-believers, from churched to the unchurched. Help us grow the channel by supporting our non-profit causes and create more consistent content. Donate by Cash App or PayPal, or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com.